Let me ask you a question. Okay, because I know we probably do have the Woody topic coming up, but because I know we both are kind of educated on the topic, how do you feel about T.I. finally coming out? Speaking, old niggas, kicking up dust. How do you feel about T.I. finally coming out and saying that the story about him snitching on his dead cousin or dead relative was fake and it was false and he was clout chasing?
That just proved my point why everybody shouldn't be trying to do a podcast. A lot of people just want to do a podcast for the sake of saying, I do a podcast, but then you don't have nothing to talk about. You're not interesting. You're not willing to say what other people want to say. So you start making up stories and lying. That's what you got a lot of, that's what you have on the podcast now. Lying. So I do believe he lied because I believe like his podcast was boring. He was trying to think of something to go viral. He was looking on YouTube and say, "Oh man, I snitched on my dead cousin," and that was a little story that he could. I do believe because, like you say, no paperwork. Show the paperwork where they say you snitched on your dead cousin. But also, I believe like what Rory said on the Star Report, he was just trying to, put his toe out there to be like, yo, I did snitch in this instant, but I did snitch. I did snitch, but I did snitch. Just to see how he would get treated and see he got the reaction that he wanted. Okay, the real niggas like Boosie ain't gonna fuck with me if they find out I really, really snitched on a nigga. Cause they don't even fuck with me play snitching on my
But
podcast.
if you played it, my thing is this: if you are a comedian, right, or you are, that's the new thing you're doing, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you went on your podcast and you told a joke, or you're, just talking in just right
Mm-hmm.
and trying to be funny. Why didn't he come out immediately after that clip started going viral, like a couple months ago, and say, "Yo, I was just talking shit on my podcast. Like I didn't snitch on anybody." Like, why didn't he just come out and say that? Why would he wait till now? Why would he wait all the way at this point to finally come out and get mad at Bootsy and say, "Oh, y'all
But
niggas
Boosie
is
got
fake"?
mad at him.
Yeah, but he
But
got mad back at
but
Bootsy,
it's
and then today or yesterday he finally released a statement. No, I think it was today he finally released a statement that it was all cap. Yesterday he wrote that long dissertation to Bootsy telling you could pull up on me and see if there was any paperwork. But what he did today was coming out saying it was all a joke for the pod, like I was lying.
Can I throw you another theory?
Yeah.
Boosie mad at T.I. Because guess what? T.I., if he wanted to clear this up with the Boosie fan before they dropped the album, he could just come out and say this.
Advancer art group, not Bootsy Collins, Lil Bootsy.
Little
Bootsy
Boosie.
BadAzz. Go ahead.
Boosie. He could come out before the album drop and say, hey, I was lying about what I was saying on the podcast. There's no paperwork, right?
Right.
I was just saying that to be interesting on my podcast. I lied. Boom. Now the album dropping. This is what I think happened. Boosie couldn't get in contact with T.I. to clear that album. You know what I mean? To get that album cleared. He couldn't get the schedule right with T.I. to promote that album for them to get on the same page. And Boosie pulled the trigger on him and said, you know what I mean? I'm trying to hold back from telling niggas that you snitched, da da da. You know what? I'm finna just go and pull the trigger on your ass on Vlad TV. Since I can't, you won't holler back at a nigga about this album. Cause he already mad that none of his little so-called celebrity friends be showing up to his bullshit movie premieres. You know that, right? He always getting online talking about y'all niggas don't support my movies and shit. Fuck y'all niggas, da da da. So now
Hold on.
I'm going deep with it. That's why I say it's a theory. So he might have just pulled the trigger on T.I. just to be like, fuck you. You ain't supporting me anyway. I can't holler at me about this joint album. I done promised Vlad that I'm gonna show up with you and do an interview. You ain't getting back with a nigga. Fuck you. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? You a snitch. You a fucking rat too. Just the way he said it. But then he tried to back off of it. But then he said it. So, you know.
Personally, I hear you. And that is a very, very plausible theory because that in itself is like saying this was a straw to break the camel's back. Because, he said the same thing about Young Boy and about a couple other rappers where they make mixtapes, joint albums, they do a lot of songs together, and he can't get any of them cleared.
And guess what too?
And it's like everybody like to play in his face, but it's like who really be showing love when they be trying to, you know what I'm saying, show love. So go ahead.
No, I was finna say I had another good point about
go.
Boosie, but I forgot it. But Boosie,
my bad, man.
You go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, Boosie, I forgot.
No, but yeah, it was a straw break comes back, like you said. People.
Oh yeah, because if Boosie wanted to stop fucking with him,
right?
He wouldn't have fucked with him just because of the commercial.
Right.
The commercial been done. You been saw the commercial.
So you saying it wasn't really about the snitching?
It's not about the snitching. Cause I been a snitch. On the surface, we ain't gotta see no paperwork. Just the commercial alone. So you won't fuck with me. You won't fuck with him because I snitched on a dead person, but you will fuck with me if I do a tip video. Yep. Encouraging other niggas to snitch if they see a crime. Not only if I'm snitching, but I'm trying to recruit other snitch. So I'm like a snitch general at this point. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get other snitches. You don't stop fucking with me then.
Brooklyn Honcho in the check-in, man. Salute.
It's about money, bro.
John Blaze in the check-in. Salute, man.
It's about the movie premieres. You ain't showing up to Boosie BadAzz. You ain't showing up
to the proms. Yo, why ain't go to the Boosie prom? He had one in Jacksonville, bro.
Who, me?
Yeah, why you ain't go?
After Duke the jeweler got set up there,
why you ain't go with your girl in a 3-piece turquoise tuxedo and go to Boosie prom? You know damn well you ain't go to senior prom back in high school because I didn't.
Me and Boosie don't party the same. I like a conservative party. Boosie liable to pull out a cucumber and start, you know what I mean?
Which job? You can't say that. You gotta finish without going too vulgar. You just can't say, you can another man. You can't say you. Hey, listen, come on, let's be fair. You can't say, especially with a nigga like Boosie, can't say, hey man, me and Boosie party different. He start whipping out cucumbers and nah, because you making Boosie sound totally different from what he be doing with the cucumbers and the women.
On women. That's why I'm not gonna bring my girl. Like certain niggas, like I don't got no.
Yeah, just say that.
I don't got no aspiration to party with like Puff. You ain't gonna never be like, yo, I want to party with Puff. Never. You know what I mean? Man. I don't want to party.
Hey,
with
salute Shakira in the building, man. Yeah, we monetize, man. We were monetized. Hey, and she said that she watched the top 50 episode and Ross below Pusha T is bonkers, and they better be glad she wasn't in that stream when we did it last week. And Shakira, I need you on that stream last week because these niggas was talking crazy. And just to go back real quick to that conversation,